Yeah. I feel you.
Yeah. Modern parenting.
Modern parenting, exactly.
How we doing on time, Isaac?
We're at 25. We got about 5 minutes.
Okay, should we
Nice.
talk about business?
Yes.
What do you want to ask me about business, or what do you want? I can tell you about business.
I would like to hear all about your business.
All right. So we do residential interior design. We want to work with what you have. We want people to look at our Instagram, Gina Sims Designs, our Facebook, Gina Sims Designs, and our website, Gina Sims Designs, and see what
It's
it is
nice that
we
it's
do.
consistent.
It is consistent.
Yeah.
What it is that we do. We want people that want to work with us because of our process. We're a lot of fun to work with. We have a really great process. We're like, this is how we work. These are the 13 steps it will take to get through your project.
Can, off the top of your head, can you name off those 13 steps?
No.
In 30 seconds. 5, 4.
I need my 5 minutes. So I'll send it to you. Email me at Gina Sims Designs.
What are a couple of the steps?
Well, first we start with the design strategy session, where it's like the initial consultation where we come in and say, what do you want to do? What issues are you having? What do you love? What do you hate about your space? Like, how can we make this function for you? And then they can say, this is what's going on, and we can talk about it. And I might give them a ton of ideas that they can take on their own, or we make a plan to get started so that we can help them. So it's their session to kind of get what they want. And sometimes that's, I want you to take it. And sometimes it's just give me this information so I can get started. Then, go.
Well, I just was thinking about one of the services that you offer is the shopping day with Gina,
Yes, VIP
which
shopping
has
day.
to be the most
much fun.
amazing day.
We have a lot of fun.
right?
Yeah.
Do you take them? Does it depend on the client? Like, do you go to Scott's Antique? Do you go to
Yes.
Restoration Hardware? Do you go? What do you do?
So on shopping day, we would go to that. I would have already met with them, so we have an idea of what they really need, what they want. We're taking our measurements. We know what we're shopping for.
You got a plan.
We got a plan.
All right.
And then we go to different places as much as we can fit in that day. It might be 3 or 4 places, and we're like, okay, big furniture items here. We need to find some styling. We need to find some art. Like, we're going to different places where we can find probably all of that stuff, but we don't want it to look like, here's Pottery Barn in your house, and this is the showroom. Like, we don't want it to look like that.
Like straight out of the magazine?
No one lives like that. They style very well there, but that's not what we're looking for. We want it to look like you. So we would shop at lots of different places together, and that's really fun. So that's one of our services. E-design, full service, design strategy session, VIP shopping day. Okay, I think that's it.
And what were you saying?
Okay, so then after that, we would meet together for the criteria meeting, which is when we actually get started. So it might be a couple months after the design strategy session. And we're like, what's the criteria? What's the scope of the project? Tell us what you love. And usually that means they have to do a lot of homework, which means showing me what you love. Because you could say, I love blue, clean lines. I get that. People say that a lot. I want clean lines. All right, great. What's that mean to you?
I want it to pop.
I want it to pop.
Right? That's my biggest one.
Make it pop.
Make it.
So I need to know what that means for you, because it's just like art. Like, I can't describe a piece of art to you. You have to see it. So I need for them to show me pictures of things that make them happy and items that make them happy, and like, give me the story, right?
I love how you designed this. Did you do that consciously, or is that just ingrained in your being?
I was like, hold on, it needs to,
Yeah, you made it look good. It's just a random
did.
collection of objects. I'm just gonna stack them here without thinking about it, and
I
all
can't
of a
just have them
sudden,
on the same plane, Craig. That's
wow,
silly.
so silly.
I need to look at it from the camera's perspective. Okay, so at that point, we're deciding which direction we're going to go in. What is our criteria? What's our budget? What's our, let's do this. And then we go off and my team creates this beautiful design plan. Then they come and they see the design plan. They see their options. They make their choices. They pay for it all. And then we start ordering everything. Then we're tracking it. Meredith's tracking every detail of it. She's finding out.
Meredith.
Oh my gosh, she's a saint.
Right?
And she's telling us what's out of stock, what do we need to resource, what came in broken, and we're dealing it all with the client. Like, they're off living their life, and we're dealing with all of the thousands of items that we have coming in.
And that's such a huge added value.
Oh my word! Yes.
Like, if you've ever tried to do stuff yourself, like, those are the hassles, the headaches that you really need someone else to take care of for you.
The assembly, things are broken, things like packing materials, like all of that we have, goes to a warehouse. None of it comes to your house. They're inspecting it, they're taking pictures for it. We're looking at it and going, that's not the correct one. We're dealing with it. It has this chip on it, or can we fix it? Or do we need to order a new one? Like, we're doing that. You don't even know. Like, it's just right.
We'll paint the chip a bright color and make it
pop.
Yeah, so it'll look like it's supposed to be that way.
Right.
Yeah.
That's exactly what we do.
I had a feeling.
And then we install it, usually in a couple of days, sometimes 1 or 2 days. So the peripheral of the room, so wallpaper, electrical, paint, is done ahead of time, a couple weeks before the installation day. And then we come in and we kind of do it all at once. We do this for a few reasons. Number one, it's really fun for the client to leave for the day and come back and it's done. That's amazing. Like that, like that HGTV
and that's a TV
moment.
show, yes.
Yeah.
Yeah. There was that one show where people would like go away and they would surprise them with a brand new room when they get home.
I mean, everything is unrealistic. Let's be clear.
Yes. But
yes.
But it's the idea of where you, obviously they already had all the specs. They had already planned it all 4 months ahead of time.
Right.
And then when somebody leaves for a day, come back.
Right.
Surprise, you've got a brand new room.
Right.
But you can give somebody that sort of feeling by doing all this.
I want them to see it all together. That's really the reason. Because if we say, okay, here's one item, then they look at that and go, oh no, I've made a huge mistake. And like, no, you haven't. Remember, you love the design plan. Let's finish it first. So if I put it all together, then they're like, okay.
It's like looking at a work in progress.
Right.
Which is why I have people leave when I'm hanging a painting. It's a work in progress.
It's perfect in the end.
Yes.
Yeah.
Right.
So we love that process.
You don't need to see how that sausage is made. You just need to taste the flavor.
The flavor. Yes. That's exactly right. So that's our process. I only gave you a couple of the 13 steps.
Yeah.
But those are the biggies.
One more than AA.
It's true.
Yeah.
You should use that. That's so good.
Well, Gina Sims of Gina Sims Design, thank you so much for being here. Please, if you could tell us where people can find you one more time, that'd be great.
You can find us at ginasimsdesigns.com. You can see our portfolio, you can see our services. We're very upfront with our pricing on that. So if you have questions, please ask. I will send you all of our process. I'll send you more information and FAQ on our e-design. We have lots of information and we will get it to you. Please follow us on Gina Sims Designs on Instagram and Facebook.